I got to stay away from opiates and dissociatives.
Yeah, I don't do the ketamine anymore. I shot up ketamine for. I've only shot ketamine twice, but
I
it was
shot the
pretty
sheriff.
fucking like crazy.
But I didn't
Yeah,
know.
I
You know
was
the
at a
whole,
rave once, and
you
this
know,
kid that I met
you know the thing where
that
you
night.
I shot the sheriff.
No, I've never. Listen,
Oh,
I've never done ketamine myself, but like I said, one kid I met at a rave basically buried his face in a pile of it and inhaled, and then ended up almost stopping his heart and dying.
control of your mind disconnects from your body, and like
Well, I've done. I got really into robo tripping for a while because it's really easy to get a hold of, but now I can't even think about how cough syrup smells without gagging.
yeah,
It's
I
kind of anti-addictive.
used robo tripping for about 3 months. It's a gutter punk drug.
I liked it though.
The worst.
I also had another closer friend who did K, and he was scrawling, he was writing all over the walls of his bedroom, just muttering gibberish to himself, and he thought he was like talking to his dead father. It's like the most fucked up shit I've ever seen.
All right, well, the first time I did ketamine was right after my great grandfather's funeral. It was the first open casket that I ever saw, and I'll never go to another open casket again because that's fucked up. There should not be open casket funerals. Anyway,
Yeah, we've been over that.
did we? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been drinking the crappy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, like I spoke to my dead great grandfather once. It was disturbing. Yeah. There's also this other drug called methoxetamine, which you can order from Europe, but
Yeah. I had another friend who got some of that, but I didn't try it because he did it all before I could.
what is that?
it's like ketamine on speed.
That sounds like something I'd be into.
Well, no, wait, not ketamine on speed. It's like ketamine, like
It's more. It has a more of like a euphoric component to it. It's like ketamine and Molly kind of.
Yes, I want some.
like
How do you
ketamine.
get it?
It's like ketamine, except you're like on the floor drooling for like 20 hours.
Okay, and how do I get it?
I don't know. My friend got it through that place.
I think you can order it in bulk for research purposes.
Yeah, research chemicals. I used to do that, but I went really, really crazy one time, and I think it was called M something 25.
Yeah,
It was
I
like
did a bunch of 4-ACO DMT. My friend had it suspended in Everclear.
Remember the JWC chemicals?
I remember I remember the 2C
The synthetic
series.
cannabis.
2CE, 2CB, 2CI, all those. My friends were really into that for a while.
Oh, like the methadone shit.
Yeah.
I never was able to get my hands on it. Did you kratom?
Kratom, my mom actually just ordered a bunch of Kratom because
Kratom?
she was talking to somebody at work because she has really bad like arthritis pain.
Yeah, I do too.
And I turned her on to weed, which I didn't think I'd ever be able to do, but she's looking for something that's, cheaper and more legal.
I smoke
So,
even though I hate my father, I do smoke pot with him sometimes.
but yeah, she really likes edibles now.
I wish I lived in yeah. I wish I lived in Colorado. But I live in Richmond, Virginia, which is very far from Colorado, and
I'm actually hoping that my dealer friend and I will be able to start a business when it becomes more legal in New York.
Yeah, I was
kind of be one of the first people to get our foot in the door when it becomes legal in our state. That would be good.
Trying to start a business on what you call it.
Also kicking off in Massachusetts, though.
You live in Massachusetts?
No, I live in New York, but
Albany.
Massachusetts isn't that far away.
No, it's not. I was trying to start a business making my own. What do they call that shit? It was a fake cannabinoid, but it was put on top of like funky herbs. One brand was called
Spice.
Jane.
Spice, yeah.
Spice, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna make my own spice brand, and I had a guy here in town at a tobacco store that was gonna like buy it from me, and then like it fucking became illegal like
Yep.
2 weeks after I like decided to do this, and like I was so pissed off because he was gonna buy it from me for like fucking crazy amounts of money because he was tired of buying it from like like K2 or whatever, but like it fucked up. And it's not, it's probably bad for our livers too anyway. We shouldn't be doing drugs, dude. We shouldn't be drinking.
No, I really am not drinking anymore ever since I got the DWI.
Well, that's the wrong reason why you shouldn't not be drinking.
Honestly, it was just liquor plus Xanax.
I'm about to ask.
The only combination that is never a good idea.
I'm about to ask my psychiatrist if she was Xanax. I've been on Klonopin for like 15 years, and I'm immune to it.
I've mixed booze with Klonopin. I've mixed weed with Klonopin. I've had it all at the same time, and I never blacked out or anything. Like I knew how fucked up I was.
Xanax.
It was a fucking Xanax, dude.
Xanax will make me black out. It'll make me be extra rude to people. And it'll make me forget that I have been rude to people.
Yeah, you completely dissociate.
But it works so much better.
Yeah, it works. Like I took 2 Xanax and took a thermos, like half filled with vodka to work. I was like, I'm gonna not think today.
And also, I've got a ruptured disc and two herniated, and on my right leg. In 2004, I was helping my parents move, and I fell from a 12-foot loft in their kitchen, or above their kitchen, and my leg went down like this and went like that, and I shattered my heel. I broke 3 metatarsals on the top, and I shattered I broke my talus, which is your ankle bone, into 3 pieces.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was fucked up.
I don't have that much pain, at least.
I have a lot of pain. And I got into a pain management clinic, and they were giving me 20 milligram oxys 4 times a day. But they cut me off because my THC level rose once. They said, "Okay, it's fine. You can be in our clinic." Because the guy wanted to do surgery on me. He wanted to fuse 3 of my vertebrae together. And I was like, no, I'm not willing to risk the mobility. And also had the leg problems. And he gave me 20 milligrams of oxy 4 times a day, and on the condition that my THC level would continue to drop. And 1 month I went in, and he said that I didn't have enough oxycodone in my body to validate the reason why I was taking it. And I was like, well, you know what? I only take it when I need it. He thought that I was diverting it to someone else. So yeah, I live in pain every fucking day. So now that my pot guy has got a fucking landscaping job, I don't know what the fuck to do. So I've been drinking, which is bad for my liver, but I don't know what to do. Hurts to hurt.
I've never done any of those downers except for Vicodin.
That's hydrocodone.
Well, Vicodin is great, but it has a shit ton of Tylenol, which is bad for your liver too.
Well, that's why you do cold water extraction.
I know, and my friend Colin, who is
one of the best days of my life when I had like 10 Vicodin and did a cold water extraction, and
Oh, hold up. What is a cold water extraction?
Cold water extraction is. All right, my friend Colin was 1 semester away from being a fucking chemist. He stole from MCV, Medical College of Virginia, what do they call it?
Let me just explain this real quick then. You just basically...
you put it in cold water.
Yeah, you crush up the pills, you put them in cold. You put it in water, and then you put it in the freezer, and basically the
20 minutes.
The Tylenol precipitates out of the water when it gets cold enough, but
Tylenol isn't water soluble.
Yeah. but the opiate stays dissolved in the water. So then you can just filter out all the Tylenol.
He brought home a centrifuge
Yeah.
from Medical College of Virginia.
So then you just drink the opiate water at the end.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It's
I usually
so
try to
fun.
do Adderall too. I would do the Adderall like nose. I would put it in a nose sprayer thing or whatever.
Oh, one of those
How do you
saline
separate the
bottles.
speed out from Adderall?
Huh?
How do you separate the speed from the binder with Adderall?
It's very difficult. You have to filter it like 5 or 6 times. It's really rough. It's not even worth it. Not even worth trying. I'll tell you what does help with Adderall is taking an alkalization. Take a bunch of Tums about 40 minutes before you take the Adderall, because if you take anything that acidifies your GI tract, it's going to expel the Adderall through your kidneys much quicker. So if you value Adderall, take 5 or 10 Tums about 30 or 40 minutes before you take the Adderall, and it'll stay in your body much longer, and it'll hit you much harder. And when you redose, it'll hit you just as much as it did the first time.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
stomach
phenomenal.
alkalinity is actually a big thing
Huh?
when you're doing drugs.
Alkalization?
Yeah,
And also with opiates.
with anything pretty much, even with Molly, with a lot of
I need
things.
to go take some Tums right now.
Well,
The thing is,
I'm telling you, dude, it works.
the interesting thing to note is the last few days when I've been taking the Adderall, I have had like basically heartburn. My stomach's been super acidic. It's been annoying me because the Adderall makes that worse a little bit.
Yeah. And do you have hard shits? Do you have hard shits after you take tons of Adderall?
I mean, I
Like,
have.
it's like super dense. Like, I'm not trying to be gross.
No, not necessarily. I have. It makes me poop usually. It makes me poop after I take it. That's when I poop.
Yeah. I'm telling you though, if you alkalize your GI tract, because first pass metabolization, you will feel it a lot better. When you redose, you'll get it better.
Will it make a difference in my poop?
No, but it'll make
So the poop has nothing to do with the alkaloids?
the alkalization makes it so that it doesn't piss out of you through your kidneys much more quickly than it otherwise would.
Why does it process more quickly if it's more acidic?
I don't know. It just does. I don't know why. Because when you take Valium, if you drink pure grapefruit juice, it makes it hit harder, which is the opposite. So more acidic GI tract will give you a much better benzo hit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Most people I have encountered that do Adderall at all also do a corresponding downer, such as Klonopin, Valium, or
Yeah, my sister's boyfriend does that too. He's on Adderall and extended release Xanax at the same time.
I've never even heard of it. Are you talking about
Yeah.
Xanax R's or?
Yeah, well, Xanax ER.
Okay, I've
It's
never-
pretty new, I think.
I'm
That's
going to see my psychiatrist on the 20th,
Yeah.
and I'm going to ask him.
what I was suggesting. You put some Klonopin to that because you'll probably like it better.
I'm going to ask him to switch me to Klonopin from that. Cause I've been on Klonopin for like 15 years, and I'm immune to it now. I can take like fucking 25 of them, and nothing happens.
I'm glad I'm not on any downers, but
Downers are.
It's probably
If
good that I'm
somebody-
not on them anymore.
Yeah, you shouldn't try them because they become very reliant upon them. But I don't get dope sick, so that's a good thing about me. As long as I have marijuana, I'm fine.
Well, I didn't have marijuana either, so I was just withdrawing from benzos with nothing at
Yeah.
all.
I don't withdraw from benzos either. The only thing I withdraw from is SSRIs or SNRIs, and I
Yeah.
get the green zaps.
I didn't realize how much I was depending on it to go to sleep. Like,
well, I know a
Ox-
methadone addict,
and
and
no, oxycodone